Hi, I'm Wynter, and this is TrueCherishment15. So today's topic is optimism. We're about to turn this up real loud so you can hear it.
Optimism.
Optimism. Anyway, that's today's topic.
Know how to satisfy, keeping the tempo right without you.
Optimism. Optimism is, in my opinion, the ability to look on the bright side and make the best of any situation, and always have hope. And the internet says that optimism is hopefulness, and confidence about the future or a successful outcome. Yeah, okay. So I hope that gives you a little insight on what it is. We're gonna go a lot more in depth in this video. So, why is it important to make the best of things? In my opinion, it is important to make the best of things because if you're always focusing on what you don't have or how it could go wrong, then things will seem like they are going wrong. You won't ever be able to focus on what is going right in your life or the good things in life and that moment and how rich your life actually is. So it's kind of like driving. If you look over, if you're looking a certain direction for so long, you start to slightly drift over versus just looking where you're going, looking ahead. Um, if you're always focusing on something, then eventually you're going to run into that and you're going to only be able to see that. You're not going to be able to see the bright side or anything else. So, it's important because no one wants to be down and out or always seeing the negatives in their life. And I think it's good to say that everyone wants to have a good quality life and be happy with their life. And I look so much fatter in this video. I should not have eaten those cookies. I had a dream I was a chipmunk. Anyways, I used to be so optimistic all of the time. It just came naturally. And I'm so thankful for it. And then, like, I don't know what happened. And it's just harder to be optimistic and to look on the bright side now. But, you get so much more out of life. When I was optimistic, I could see my happiness and the joy that I had so naturally rubbing off on other people. And I think one of the most amazing things in life is the ability to make others happy. Just thinking on the bright side. And that doesn't mean like you're you're not sympathetic or empathetic to that person if they're having a bad day. You're not just like woohoo over here. It just means that you're like, oh, you're get out of this, and you're like, we can do this. You're a strong person, and you're just so confident in a hopeful and bright future. So it, I don't know how to word this, so I'm thinking about how to word this, but that's a way that betters your relationships. You When you're optimistic, it's easier to make those that you care about happier. As far as bettering you as a person, you just it's harder to get down and out and um, to become, I want to say depressed, but to be knocked down because you're just always looking on the bright side of things, always figuring out a way, or okay, well, this happened. I'd rather this not have happened, but it did, and so there's nothing I can do. So at least I still have this and this, and think it just makes your life richer, and you just become happier as a person when you're optimistic. It's I was reading this thing online about smiling. They said if you're feeling down now and you smile for a certain amount of time, then you actually feel happy. And I tried this, and it's, it's kind of true. So this kind of reminds me of that. If you look for a positive long enough, you're sure to find one. And I used to just so naturally. I mean, I still see lots of positives in people and in my life. It could be a lot worse, but I think it just really helps that person to love their life and really discover the purpose of their life. When you're optimistic, it's easier to. I'm not gonna say it's easier, but you get through challenges a bit easier because you don't let it knock you down. You're not staying low for ever. You're like, okay, well, this is a bad situation, but I can do this and this and this, and I think how I'm saying I can do this and this and this, it makes you feel more capable as a person, which is a great thing to feel. Um, so I've already talked about how this betters you in relationships. It makes it easier to make those around you happier, and you become kind of more enjoyable company. I'm not talking about like overly, like I said, these people can still be sympathetic and empathetic. If you're having a really bad week or a bad day, you're not just gonna be like, woo, yay, happiness. But they'll be able to better help you out of that. Sorry, I could have like something on my shirt. I have a random question. How often um how often do you guys change your pajamas? Like, do you just wear it one night and then you put it in the dirty clothes pile? Or do you wear them like 2 nights, or is it 3 nights? What is it for you? I'm curious. I don't know. Anyway, back on topic. Sorry. So, I have a note here. It says do not settle for less. So I'm trying to figure out, because I discussed my videos before I filmed them. So I must have been really deep in depth. Because if you guys haven't noticed, lots of the videos that I do, they intertwine a lot. So, what's making the best of things better you in relationships? Well, you're making the best of things. You're looking at what you do have, and you're working with that. If you're so say a significant other, like in a romantic relationship, this does not mean that you're changing the person, making the best of things. No, it means you're taking the traits that that person has. You're helping them, strengthen them, and the traits that they know they need to work on, that you know they need to work on, and to make them a better person and what who God wants them to be. Um, then you're gonna help them with that too. It's not saying, oh, okay, well, I guess I can't get a guy who's nice and funny and cares deeply about me. I guess I can't get that. So it's not settling for less. It's simply just looking at the traits that person has and pushing them to be the best person that they can be. Which isn't always fun, but it's worth it in the long run. I really do have some people who would push me to do that, but to really have someone who like that's their purpose, that would be amazing. So anyway, enough about marriage and everything. How do you become optimistic or more optimistic? Um, And I'm still trying to figure this out myself. Because, like I said, it used to come so easily to me, but now it's just harder. Um, I think you have to watch your environment and what you're allowing in your life. It can be something like music. Listening to music with bad messages, like um, look at one of your favorite songs. Look at the lyrics of it. What is it really saying? Is it how is it making you feel? Does it make you feel like you should go out and do drugs that could potentially kill you, or is it making you feel like you should go out and spread love to the whole world? Or what is it? What is your favorite song saying? Is it building you up, saying you're capable of doing anything? Um, sorry, okay, about the typing and everything. Um, so aside from watching your environment, I think it's important to look at what you do have. And I keep saying that throughout the video because it's really important in being optimistic. If you're focusing on what you don't have, then you're gonna end up miserable. Look at what you do have. Look at what you can do. And that's what's gonna move you higher and higher. And really don't live for yourself. Live to make others happy. Live for God. I'm not just saying this because I'm a Christian, but like really living to make others happy and um spreading love is what I believe life is really all about. And I don't think I would have ever figured that out without ew, let's just spit. Without finding God or allowing God in my life. I'm just being so serious right now. So that's how you become more optimistic. That's how I think it happens. But once again, I'm still trying to figure out how this all works myself. Um, but just want to be happy and look at what you need to do in order to be happy. I think every day people make the decision to be happy, and that's easier said than done. But don't let little petty things bring you down. Don't get angry over silly things. If something's weighing heavy on your mind, then let it go. Either give it to God, or if you need to go and tell someone something, if they hurt you and you're still like bitter over that, then go and tell them. Don't let these things hold you back from happiness. Life is really too short to not be living how you want to be, living a healthy and happy life. Okay, so one more question. One more point. Why? Whoa, that's not what it says. When can I use optimism? You can use optimism all throughout your life. All throughout your life. I cannot speak today. Um, like every hour. Um, it's hard sometimes to be optimistic and to look on the bright side. But some even optimistic people um get down sometimes, but they always get back up. And it's not so much about oh my gosh, I have a bunch. It's not so much about um your life when you were down, but how you get back up and staying up and um how you changed and why you changed. So you can use optimism like in all situations. Um it's the better route to go versus being pessimistic and always looking at the downside and everything. So I hope this video helped you. If you have questions or I didn't go over something well, please comment below. And remember, be yourself, accept yourself, and love yourself. Okay, bye.